Hey guys, how's it going? It's MJ. This is week 12 with Running NT 2011. I'll be doing weeks 11 and 12 because I didn't do one last week. My mom's back was out, so I was helping around the house, and we ended up having to put one of my cats down last Saturday, and it was just generally pretty shitty, and I had no time. So last week's topic was pissing, packing, passing. Um, so, um, Yeah. I don't use an STP. I have used STPs in the past. I can use them, but I'm not super comfortable using them. I'm not really wild about them. Um, I've tried both the medicine spoon and I ordered one online called the Shiwi. The latter of the two was better for me, but I really don't like either that much. So I just use men's bathrooms without, and I pass well enough that it's okay. Um, Unless you really look like you're in the wrong place, very few guys will actually have the balls to call you out in the restroom, um, because that's just not normal bathroom etiquette. Whereas when I was using a women's restroom, even before I was identifying as trans and trying to pass, I definitely had people question me on more than one occasion. Um, so yeah, I also don't pack. I have packed in the past, but ironically enough, well, not ironic. I don't really know why it would be ironic, but I got my packer stolen, which seems like a really strange thing for someone to steal. I'm pretty sure it was probably a drunk person in my room, because that's happened. Drunk people happen in my room semi-often when I'm off at school. Um, so yeah, and I just haven't had the money or volition to go order another one. At some point, I probably will, but it's just not on the top of my priorities right now. Um, as far as passing goes, um, I would say I'm just gonna list off some eclectic tips that I kind of, helped me and whatever. In terms of talking and voice and stuff, um, a lot of dudes tend to talk more monotone as opposed to women tend to inflect their voices more and ups and downs and stuff. They convey a lot more emotion. Guys tend to just talk one pitch. At least straight bio males tend to. Not that this is everyone, nor do I think you should have to change your voice if you don't want to, but it may help. Um, as far as I don't know, I guess I would say the most important thing is kind of watch dudes around you, kind of see what some of the common denominators are in terms of how they behave, their mannerisms, how they talk. There's a lot of little bitty differences, and some of them really you don't pick up on unless you watch people. And I'm not saying like stare at people and be mad awkward, but um, I don't know. I find that observing people is really the best way to kind of get a feel for what is the norm for guys in your area, because regionally, culturally, things vary. Um, it's obviously not the same in the Americas as it is in like Europe. Say, for example, um, in body distance, what we do in greeting, things like that. And not just Europe, but like that was just the quick example that I thought of because I've taken a couple different European languages, and they always teach you that in intro level classes. Um, if you can work out and really try and bulk up your shoulders and um, trimming down like butt, hips, stomach can be more challenging, especially pre-T, but if you can bulk up your shoulders, that tends to help, at least somewhat. Um, don't talk like super, like fake deep for your voice, because that doesn't help. I have run into guys who were not out as trans, but you could tell because they weren't passing well, and just, um, I don't know, just like, uh, it just didn't sound realistic at all the way they were talking, so don't take it too extreme, but Just kind of, I guess, try and lose some of the higher registers if you can. Yeah, that's all I got. So week 12 is whether we are stealth or out. I don't really fall into either of those categories because it's kind of a mix of both. I really take it on a case-by-case kind of a basis. If I know it's going to come up, I'm open about it. So small classes where they call attendance, I usually bring it up with the professor. Although I did that pre-T, I don't necessarily have to do that now because my name's changed. Doctor's offices are obviously a good place. Jobs, I actually just got hired to a new job and I have not come out to my boss yet, so I'm a little nervous about that. But I wasn't going to come out before applying for the job because there was nowhere on the application to mark off male or female, so I just put down my name and they read me as male. They assume I'm male. And I just don't want there to be an issue with Social Security or whatever and a gender no match. But, I mean, in terms of, like, if it's just people I'm meeting on a day-to-day basis and I'm not going to have any sort of a serious, like, friendship with them, I mean, not even, like, acquaintances. There are plenty of people I've met in classes who have no idea that I'm female-bodied and they've known me for a while. If you're not someone I'm going to hang out with on a regular basis, I'm just going to see you at work or in classes or whatever, and there's not a reason for you to know. I generally don't tell people. There are always exceptions to that rule. If I get I don't know, I usually go somewhat off the read I get from people. Some people you can tell are going to be open and accepting and are queer friendly and think about gender and aware of the fact that the gender binary does not suit everyone. I'll bring it up then. My friends I typically tell. Obviously my family knows. Also, if I get really drunk, I tend to tell people more than if I don't. When I'm drunk, I just feel like it's something I could care less who knows, and I'm totally okay with people knowing it. Not really sure why. It just happens. Yeah. Yeah. So, I don't know. It's a personal decision. I live in a part of the states where it's okay, it's relatively safe for me to be out as trans if I choose to be. I live in New England, Connecticut specifically, so people are not too super judgmental, or if they are, it's not like we're gonna, kick the shit out of you because you're an abomination or something. People aren't super, super religious by and large. Not that necessarily means anything. And especially at college, I go to UConn, and they're a really, really, I would say the campus as a whole is pretty accepting. There are exceptions. Generally, drunken frat boys are one of the exceptions. But usually I get things from them like faggot and things like that, so I guess I'm passing. It's not really a very nice thing to say, but that does generally imply male, so I guess that's a success. Sorry, I meant to make this video a few beers ago and it kept coming out too long. So I've had a few more beers than I meant to have making this video. And on that note, I'm going to cut this off before I run over like 14 or 15 minutes again. Feel free to hit me up either on here or on my personal channel if you guys have any questions, and I'll catch you next week. Peace.